Among the stupid questions, in all seriousness, I'm trying to rent my home. And I'm telling you what, that is one of the most difficult things ever to do. I actually had a guy come over yesterday. As soon as I opened the door, fine as hell Latino. Good God, honey. So, first question that flies out of my mouth is, are you going to be able to live with me without trying to fuck me all the time? And he said, well, that, you know, but then he came out with, well, I guess that goes both directions. And I was like, I don't know. I would really like to have a hot ass Latino like the one that rolled up on my front steps yesterday as my roommate. Sexy. I would love to look at his naked ass all the time. But it's completely unprofessional. Not to mention the fact that we ride to the store together, and I had on a coat the whole, like, for half the time, and he kept, and sunglasses, and he was like, take off your sunglasses, I want to see your eyes. So I was like, no, the light hurts my eyes, so I'm leaving my sunglasses on. At any rate, we come in the house, and I finally take my sunglasses off, and he's like, you have gorgeous eyes. I was like, everybody says that shit. It's flattery, you know. Thank you. I just say thank you and move on. At any rate, I take my jacket off, and I'm wearing this same outfit. And he's like, oh my God, I would love to come home to that every day. And I was like, it made me blush. I was like, oh my God. I don't normally blush over anything, but that shit made me blush, because he is fucking hot. And no understatement whatsoever. Fucking hot. Oh my God. Well, anyhow, we're sitting here chilling, drinking beer. He's smoking a little bit. I don't mind him smoking weed because he has a job. So, I was like, sitting here chilling with him, and suddenly, out of the fucking woodworks comes my sister, my nephew, some random dude that apparently I had invited over earlier and did not even expect to show up. And then my best friend, who is black, well, he's not really black, or maybe he is, he's some kind of nationality. He's black with, like, green eyes, and I don't know what that is. My sister knows, and she constantly tells me stories of these people. But at any rate, to me, I don't even see his skin color. I just see his sexy eyes. But apparently, the potential roommate that was fine as shit he's Latin. And I'm here to tell you that Latin men are extremely possessive over what they consider to be their new territory or their old territory or any kind of... They're very territorial. I am honestly surprised that he did not go out into my front lawn and start to piss on trees. Or even throughout the house. That he would... I'm surprised he didn't spray everything in my house. Like my male cat, who... He doesn't even do that, but... It's very shocking that he did not do that. At any rate, apparently all these people that were over here kind of freaked him out, and all the guys were like, I mean, my sister and I are chilling with these guys and like drinking and smoking and not weed, we don't smoke weed, but we were smoking cigarettes, and they're like, some of the guys or two of the guys are chilling together, the potential roommate and the random dude that I never expected to show up. And I'm in here with my black friend, just chilling with him and my sister and my nephew. And these other two guys are standing in the kitchen talking, and I'm like, you guys can come in here and hang out with us, you know. know why you're standing in here all by yourselves. At any rate, the Latin dude, I look out the door. My sister leaves, and I look out the door of my bedroom, and like the Latin dude is standing in the corner. Like I see the shadow on the wall, and he won't even come in the bedroom. He's like, I gotta go. I'll call you later about the house. So of course I've got to reach out and give the dude a hug because I'm not gonna blow somebody off and be a bitch because he works and goes to school and does all this stuff. But at any rate, I didn't want him to leave. I would have run these other motherfuckers off just so he would stay. Even my best friend, I would have run his ass right out of here. See ya. Talk to you later. No, he ran out of here like a rat off a fucking sinking ship. And I was like, dude, some other dude that I didn't expect to show up. I was like, what the hell is going on? And he said, well, it is kind of an awkward situation. There's like 3 guys and 1 girl. And I said, well, like that's ever a bad thing? You know, I mean, why can't y'all come chill? What the fuck is the problem? None of them could explain to me what the problem was. And it was just, apparently it's just uncomfortable for guys to be around a female whose pheromones are apparently taking over the whole goddamn neighborhood. I don't know what's going on. I did not ask for this shit. I did not ask for this. But I'm not going to tell you that I do not adore the attention. I'm going to tell y'all what, speaking of roommates, I had the most heinous roommate lately. Within the past 6 months, actually. This bitch was crazy. And I mean crazy. I cannot tell you how many times before I bought this house and lived in the apartment that I lived in before, which I was renting to out to her so she could be like a roommate kind of situation. This bitch had the police call on her through the apartment community numerous times. I'm telling you what, I have never lived with so much evil. She would scream like in Aramaic or some fucking ancient language, like she was talking to some demon god. She would literally like scream, like blare demonic music and like scream in some devil voice constantly. So people were like, this bitch is fucking crazy, we gotta call the police. I cannot tell you how many times the police came into my home while this bitch was there and asked me if I was okay or if I felt like I was in danger. I didn't feel in danger because she's a little Latin girl. Mind you, I do not get along with Latin women like I do Latin men. Those bitches are all fucking crazy. I have never met one that I could associate with. Latin men, on the other hand, especially the one that was over here last night. He is so fine. And now I'm going to keep talking about him because he is sexy hot. At any rate, this bitch was so crazy and so selfish that she literally, at one point, I have never had vermin in my house whatsoever. I keep an immaculate home. This bitch would, I don't know if she crushed up a bag of potato chips and like threw it in the floor, or if she just dumped the bag out in her bedroom and stomped it. I have no idea. But she would literally, the whole house was hardwood floors, or the whole apartment was hardwood floors. And she literally, the only part that was not a hardwood floor was the living room. The common area. She would sweep her bedroom And she swept seriously, a whole bag of potato chips into the middle of the floor. I'm not cleaning that shit up, bitch. It's that simple. I'm not going to do it. That is your mess. I have a vacuum cleaner. You're more than welcome to use it, and you better use it. That shit laid there for a fucking week. It didn't even have the opportunity to lay there for a week because the numerous pests that this bitch invited into my house cleaned it up pretty quickly. Roaches, rats, yeah. I kept to myself in my bedroom because I was like totally not trying to deal with that shit. Mouse traps everywhere, roach traps everywhere. I do not want that shit around me. No. Borax, pour that shit every fucking where. Yeah. I cannot deal with pure nastiness. And this bitch was pure nasty. And that is, my point is, that is how difficult it is to find a decent roommate. This bitch was fucking completely insane. I got rid of her ass as fast as humanly possible. She was there maybe 2 months, tops. Had to go. Had to go. Destroyed personal property. She had some locksmith come in and put a lock on her door because she felt threatened. Of all people. She's in the other room practicing Satanism, apparently, and having the cops called on her at all hours of the night, waking me up, and she wants to put a lock on her door because she doesn't feel safe. That makes a lot of sense.